you ever notice that the smarter someone is, the weirder their idea of relaxing tends to be? Just me? It's like when everyone else is out doom scrolling TikTok or binge watching reality TV for the 4th straight hour. The smart ones, they're journaling in silence, playing 12-hour chess games, or, get this, doing absolutely nothing. Does doing nothing get you put on a watch list or something? Because that seems kind of insane, right? Sitting with your own thoughts. Boredom. On purpose. Smart people do all kinds of seemingly unusual things to relax, and here are 11 things smart people find relaxing that normal people can't stand. Normal people like me, okay? And fair warning, if more than 5 of these sound like you're either deeply brilliant or deeply unrelatable to the common folk. Maybe both? Anyway, let's dive in. 1. Solitude. Smart people love alone time. It's not in a sad, no one invited me kind of way, because this isn't loneliness. This is more of a, thank God I don't have to talk to anyone for the next 6 hours attitude. That kind of way. Solitude is where smart people recharge, reflect, read, spiral in peace. Whatever works. Most people run from being alone and actively avoid it. Smart people schedule it like it's an important work meeting, and they don't use solitude to distract themselves from introspection, the way average people use screen time not to think. Smart people actually want to sit alone with their thoughts and reflect. 2. Silence. You know how some folks need background noise 24/7, or they'll start humming aggressively? I like to start singing. The TV or the radio is always on, or there's a podcast playing all hours of the night. Smart people are not those people. Like solitude, silence isn't awkward to smart people. It's soothing. And thinking in silence benefits innovation and creativity, even in group settings. So, sitting, alone with thoughts, quiet, smart. It's a way to practice emotional regulation and brush up on your critical thinking skills. 3. Long, complex books. Smart people love big books, and they cannot lie. Yeah, okay, sorry about that. According to a study from Scientific American, reading long books of literary fiction for fun is one of the ways smart people practice important skills like emotional regulation, self-reflection, and empathy. Whereas some people see a 600-page book and break into a cold sweat, smart folks see an opportunity to unplug and deep dive into someone else's brain for a while. Bonus points for books that are like dense literary fiction that makes you question the meaning of life, or, at least your relationships or something. They find fat books relaxing, de-stressing, and know that they add value to their routines, even though most of us see War and Peace or something similar and are like, yeah, no thanks. What can I say? Sometimes I just want a beach read. No thank you, book. 4. Complex, time-consuming games. Chess. I still don't know how to play chess. Strategy board games, multi-step puzzles, games that require rules, logic, thinking. We are not talking about Candy Crush here. No, sorry. People who regularly play board games, according to a study published in the International Journal of Game-Based Learning, have higher IQs than those who don't, largely because there are subtle benefits to these games. They improve brains. Smart people eat this stuff up. Most folks want fast, fun, and quick wins, which is why we like our little phone games. Smart people want to grind through 4 hours of Catan, because to them, it is a de-stress sesh. 5. Classical music. While the rest of the world is blasting TikTok remixes and EDM, smart people are zoning out to Chopin and Debussy like it's their emotional support playlist. It's not just like an aesthetic thing they do to present as smart. Classical music helps them concentrate, feel centered, and alleviate chronic stress and anxiety. It boosts their cognitive abilities and unwinds their overactive brains. It's literally like brain juice for them, whatever that means. Beethoven and taking a breath. Maybe all of us should try it sometime. 6. Organizing. You think organizing your spice rack alphabetically sounds psychotic? Yeah, no. But a smart person, they just did that for fun. Smart people may find clutter productive in their creative spaces. Don't look at my desk, you'll think I'm a genius. But they find it relaxing to organize in other areas of their lives. The rest of us, yeah, that's not exactly a good time. Organizing can be physical, like sorting your vinyl collection by music genre, or digital, like meticulously cleaning out your phone contacts. I probably ought to do that one of these days. Smart people love systems. They find decluttering relaxing. There's just something deeply satisfying about putting things in order when the rest of the world feels kind of like chaos. That makes sense. 7. Journaling. So you may be venting in a small group chat. Smart people, they're journaling in a leather-bound notebook. Moleskine, something fancy. Or even just a spiral notebook they got at the $1.25 tree. Smart people love to process through writing, as it's how they reflect, problem solve, plan, or just clear emotional static out of their heads. It's mental maintenance. According to a study from Michigan State University, journaling and leveraging expressive writing habits actually frees up resources in your brain to use on other tasks. Dealing with stress and writing it down in a journal means a person is more likely to succeed at problem solving and using their brains in other avenues of life. Who knew? Maybe I should get out my journal. Write something down after this. I could use it today. 8. Learning from others. Now here's a spicy take. Smart people don't mind not knowing things. Kind of sounds contradictory, but whatever. They are okay without being an expert. They genuinely enjoy listening, learning, asking questions, and it's not performative, but rather because their curiosity is relentless. They'll absorb information like a sponge, while others are too busy pretending they already know everything. Smart people, they're secure and competent enough to know that making mistakes and asking for help are opportunities for learning and growth. They leave their ego at the door and find learning from others actually kind of relaxing. 9. Asking for help. Like learning from others, this one kind of shocks people, but really smart folks, they're more likely to ask for help, not less likely, because they know the goal isn't to look smart, it's to be effective. Smart people often end up adopting the role of the smart friend or the therapist in their friend group or family, but it's actually relaxing for them to ask someone else for help or support. Solving problems this way becomes collaborative and a social effort, not some sort of solo project that they have to figure out on their own. And as an added bonus, when someone asks for advice or help from their peers, they are actually viewed as more competent and more confident than those who don't. So asking for help even boosts social perception. Smart. 10. Boredom. This one's wild. Most people will do anything to avoid boredom, even self-sabotage. But smart people, they kind of love it. Boredom is good for us. It's why as parents, we even try to create opportunities for our kids to be bored. It's an amazing skill to learn, and it has cognitive, mental, emotional, and social benefits. As human beings, it positively impacts our well-being to be bored sometimes. Boredom is when a smart person's brain resets. It's when they reflect. It's when new ideas bubble up to the surface. Boredom, to them, isn't a bug in their schedule, it is absolutely a feature. 11. Debating. Smart people don't think of debates as arguments. They think of them as a sort of intellectual sport, if you will, and they find debates relaxing. I don't understand how that works, but they do. Normal people can't stand debates. We find it easier to stay in our safe little bubble of what we believe is right. Conflict? Nah, I'm good. But smart folks, they love the nuance and the challenge and the change my mind energy. It's mental stimulation, and they thrive in situations where their minds are challenged and find the conversations a way to connect and interact with others. Meanwhile, everyone else is exhausted from trying to have a single, non-awkward conversation. We just don't have the emotional regulation or the critical thinking skills to deal with debate. And that's okay too. We're just not as smart as the others. So, how many of those things sounded relaxing to you? If you said 2, yeah, you're normal. If you said 7 or more, you are probably a misunderstood genius with a Google Calendar color-coded by emotional priority. We see you. Smart people deal with a lot, including higher expectations, mental overload, and perfectionism, so it makes sense that their idea of relaxation doesn't always match the mainstream. But maybe that's not a bad thing. Maybe we all need a little more silence, solitude, and 600-page novels in our lives. If this list made you feel seen, hit like, subscribe, and drop your unpopular relaxing habit in the comments. Because if journaling while listening to Bach is wrong, we don't want to be right. Thanks for watching YourTango.